that you can, sorry. Hope you can see everything okay. I think I might back it up a little further. I feel like every single time I record, oh shit. Every single time I record, I use a different angle. I think that's better. Sorry, I'll leave timestamps always in the description so you guys can get around this adjustment part. But this could definitely be a reading involving connections where there's like trial and error, phases. Yeah. See? This is the Six of Wands. It was at the bottom of the deck after I finished shuffling. And I kind of wanted to just leave it up because I was like, yeah, I want to look at like success while I'm working. And it kind of even like gives me like this vibe of like maybe someone's cubicle, like the picture of their wife or husband or something like in the corner. So I don't know if like you guys have men. I don't know. I'm kind of like, you know, that would be a man maybe, but it doesn't have to be. Like if you're a feminine like me, right? Maybe you really like when your man like shows off in like some kind of masculine way. And if you're a man, then I think like you're the type to like bring pictures of your family into the workplace. Which can be like a form of having an altar. Like I know my dad, he has an office and then he has like his deceased brother, his father, like, and like a chess table. Like he has a literal altar. I don't know if he would call it that, but it's an altar. And it's right next to a fish tank too. My dad is a witch and he doesn't even know he's a witch. Or maybe he does know he's a witch and he just doesn't call himself a witch. I don't know. It's possible. But when I first moved in with him, my mom kicked me out when I was 18. My grandfather died. And when I first moved in with him, he literally handed me scrolls, like Egyptian scrolls. And if you guys don't know, I'm a HYDE. Like my last name is HYDE, and that is I come from a royal bloodline, so I'm kind of a big deal as a person. Like I come from people who are big deals, have always been big deals. It's like family business. I'll just leave it at that. All right, so I have these like little zip ties from my new dog's collar, and I don't even know. I was gonna throw them away, but I kind of want to keep them. And I'll just hold them right here for now. They're in my hands. I'm gonna sit down in my chair now because I can see that the angle is appropriate, and we can go ahead and start. So you'll notice that I used cigarette boxes for these first two piles. So if this is someone who you have like an addictive like connection with, and like take this how it resonates, right? Because it doesn't have to be good or bad. It's just like a compulsive kind of thing. Like this is someone who's like a necessary component in your life. Like you need to be able to see them frequently just to feel good. Like, you know, like whatever. But there could be like an evolution in this energy. So like this is like the original flavor or the original blend. This is the one that I smoke the most. This is classic mellow, and I tried to zen. I wasn't ready for the zen. It literally made me throw up. So I just have it now. Like how do I even, like I think I had like 2 of these. It's pretty much full. But it made me like literally sick. But it's like, you know, ideally one would quit this habit and then evolve into this. So just take that how it resonates. It might help you pick a pile. And then these are also gonna be like helpful maybe for you. I don't know. You can pick off based off what you like. But these actually have words on them. But I'm gonna flip them over later. I feel like I'm over explaining. Like you guys don't care. Okay, let's just go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and start with the original blend. So first, we're talking about who's craving you and why, and we're going to use these tarot cards to do that. So we have the Eight of Swords. I'm going to do my nails later, don't worry. 5 of Cups in reverse. This is also blue, so I'm picking up on throat chakra energy, like something about your truth or your expression of yourself immediately, like maybe even in the defense of yourself. I don't know if you've recently been emotional with this person, but that could be making them crave you. Like, I don't know if this is someone who you like left angry voicemails for, or like, I don't know, if you're like trying to navigate a situation that's stressful, this could be a person who's related to that situation. Because this is like who they are first. The first 4 cards are who they are. We have the 8 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 2 of Swords, and the Tower. So it feels like this is someone that you've been through stuff with. Like the original could be someone, like OG, like, this could be someone who has some kind of superiority over you in like a rank, because this is Libra energy, so it talks about like your relationships with other people. So this is someone that you relate to. This could be someone who's really in your family, it's possible. Like someone who's like a best friend in your family, maybe. But this would be someone that you're separated from for sure, because like everyone here is by themselves, which is makes sense because they're craving you. This is someone that feels like you have history with them. Like, you've definitely been through some like divinely guided transitions here that were like painful. Like 5 of Cups and the Tower coming out for how you know this person. Please God, why did you bring this bitch to me? Hello? Like I was saying, it feels like that. Or like Eminem, like, if you ever try to fucking leave again, I'm gonna tie you to the bed and set the house on fire. That could be here. Like, it doesn't have to be that, but this could be someone that you have a very long-standing connection with, or have like a trauma bond with. So you could have like relied on this person if you were like in need, or they relied on you when they were in need. This is like, honestly, I don't know, there's not a lot of water here, so it feels like as this relationship currently stands, it's like you're more thinking about this person. Like, I don't know, like it feels like you're in a more logical energy towards this connection. Like you would have already gotten over like whatever the difficult thing was that made you maybe like not like them, or feel like you need to like defend yourself from them. Like there's a lot of defensive energy here, honestly. So like part of the reason why there's like maybe a separation is because we don't know if we can come close, because we don't know if the other person's gonna like lash out at us, or if it's like cool if we come close. Like we don't really know, because like any last time I came close it hurt, like tentacle shocking kind of situation. I'm like envisioning in my head the scene where like I think Marlin is like going in and out of the anemone with Nemo and Nemo. So this could be a situation where like you did something new for the first time with someone, you were like scared. Maybe they helped you like get over some fears so you could relax, and then that could have like solidified your bond. Like you were scared and they helped you, and now you guys are like OGs. Or you guys were scared together and then you went through it together. Both of you were like first timers, and now you're OG. But this could have been like you could have been someone's first time doing something, and in that way like you leave them with like this whole new world. I feel like you've expanded this person, even if by force, or you've been expanded by them by force. Either way. I don't know why I got like a pregnancy thing off of that. Like this could be someone who you have kids with. I don't see kids, but we haven't gotten into the why yet. But like it kind of like can be sexual. Like the Tower can definitely be sexual. So if you did like if this is like a first time experience sexually, like whether this is like same sex, right? Because Libra's here, could be a little bit fruity, a little bit gay, something that kind of went. Something that like you experienced together like was like, oh wow, I've like literally never done this before, and it would take a certain kind of person for me to do this with. So it's like you really are rare, like really are special, like, and then very much divinely guided, because like it wouldn't have happened unless you were a specific kind of way, or like if we had not come into and like crossed path at this very specific time. Like, this is someone you met, like, not feeling in control of maybe having met them or the circumstances of what followed after meeting them. Okay, so why are they craving it? We have the Three of Wands. Could be coming back into your orbit. Like, this is someone traveling towards and maybe inevitable interaction. Ka-chow. And in this, it's like, you know, this is the guy on the edge on some like Jack and Rose shit, and then this is that dude here exchanging something. Here he's getting flowers, so this feels like this could be a masculine energy that we're talking about. Like, he's getting flowers in exchange for the guap. So we could be talking about a masculine energy who's craving you. It doesn't have to be that, right? Because this came out in the reverse, so just put yourself wherever. But I kind of am picking up on that. Like, someone is moving towards your energy or like wanting to do that, and they're hoping to exchange. Like, they're gonna give you something, and they're hoping to get something in reverse, and in return, in reverse. And then this could be you guys, the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So if that's the case, this is someone who has shit going on in their life. And you're also someone who's like equally competent. They respect you. This is someone who respects you. I don't know if you know that or not. I would hope that you do. But this is someone who respects you, maybe even wants to like serve you. If you are this feminine energy, then I can see that being the case. Like, they're the one bringing the guap, and you're the flower here. Or like, you're gonna uncross your legs maybe. Oh wait, I'm literally just now noticing this is my I've had this deck for like a couple of months, I think like a month or two. I've only just now noticed that this Queen of Swords has bodies. So like, literally you might that could be part of what makes you guys the same and so like sexually charged up. Like, you, like, if they have something scary about them, you have something scary about you. Or like, if they have flaws, you have flaws. Or like, I don't know if you hear the sirens in the background. It's literally like an emergency. And there's like a scene in Archer where fuck, what is this scene? It's later seasons of Archer, but Archer's going after like this queen lady, and then Lana's like, she finds out about like his plot to like bed the queen, and then she tries to bed the prince or something like that, and then they find out about each other's like plots, and they end up having sex with each other. But it's like at a time when like crisis is happening, and there's like literally an alarm going off, and then Lana, like, Archer's like, oh my gosh, isn't the like alarm going off making it better or something like that? Some of you guys could like literally get off on like danger, like adrenaline junkies. I said ka-chow. Like, I've been channeling big Lightning McQueen energy, like Top Gun energy. Like, I'm the best, I'm the fastest at my race. I used to run anchor in my relay and track. So it's like two people who are the best, who enjoy being like the best with each other. Or like, they enjoy like, because once again, this is like a reciprocation. So it's like, I know that when I interact with you, I'm gonna get a reflection of my quality, and that makes me feel good because I know where it's available, and it's available with you. Like, I know where I can find what, like, an equivalency, or like the exact thing that I need that maybe other people don't even know that I need, because I intentionally hide that I need that thing. Like, if this is a sexual thing, like, this could be dominatrix vibes, like, you know. Like, you could be, or whatever it is that you have to offer sexually could be very specific to you, and like puts you in a position of authority as someone to be respected. And she also has like a knife trick thing, and I play with knives. So yeah, like, you're like, if you're the feminine energy here, you're coming off as being very, very, very powerful, like strong, and maybe even intimidating. Hard to approach, and that makes you really valuable to this energy because it like, it feels like it gets exactly what it needs from you, and also that you're hard to get that from. So like it's worth the trip. It's worth the travels if they have to travel to you. If you were ever like, oh my gosh, like, is it too much to ask this person to come like see me? Like, no. They crave you. Like whatever it is that they're gonna get when they come to see you. And I say come, like for some of you guys it's just like a friends with like benefits thing. Like you're just casually exchanging. And it's just as simple that. It could be also just like dating, but you know, it kind of feels more like that, more like sexual, honestly, with all this like impact and like power and force. Like you would like have some kind of like history with this person, even if it is just dating. You would have been through ups and downs like already, even if that's like not the forefront of your relationship. Somehow I feel like with all this blindfolding that there's more that goes into the situation than like what anyone may always suspect. Like there could be this like energy of observation, like this Three of Wands peeking in on this exchange. If this isn't someone who's literally coming towards you, then there's like, when you're exchanging with this person, other people are around. It could be because this is in the workplace, like if you literally know this person from your job, or maybe because you're their superior or inferior in some kind of way. Or I mean, you know, power play could be like significant here, however that resonates. Like I'm also picking up on a situation where like, if this is a first time, like whether that's like ever sexually or like in a certain kind of situation or circumstance, I don't whatever that is, it's like something that like really speaks to the truth of the people who are involved. Like it feels really good to be in that situation. So people are like inclined to want to keep being in that situation. Okay, so yeah, that's who and why. Let's talk about what is it about you that's so desirable. Ka-chow. We literally have Archer, so that's insane. Biding your time, planning ahead. Why do these all come out in the reverse? The Orator, communication and confidence. For that reason, I'm gonna turn them upright. Well, no, let me just put them how they came out first, and then we'll see. It's easier for me to see them when they're upright. The Forgotten, a missed opportunity and fear of failure. And the Walker, the unknown and a journey. Hope you guys can see these okay. And I keep like questioning like whether or not I can see things. So there could be like an insecurity in this dynamic I'm picking up on like whether or not someone's aim or like calibration, like their perspective of the entire situation is accurate from their position. Maybe understanding that they don't have all the information. That could be a point of insecurity for someone where communication is not like clear, or someone feels like they're like being forgotten about but can't speak up about that. Feels like they are like limited in their ability to express their feelings of like inadequacy, shame, embarrassment, anxiety, or like isolation. You could be dealing with someone who's like intentionally like isolated themselves from you or redirected their focus away from you, and that's like maybe some kind of self-sabotage or a way that this person like self-soothes. Like this could be someone who is an internal processor, so they're seeking not to project energy towards you right now because it maybe wouldn't be beneficial. I don't know, like. But I like that the weapon is like turned away from you, Because if there was ever some kind of like argument that did happen, or like some kind of pain that did exist in this connection, it's resolved. Like people have already forgiven and like moved on. Like for themselves, people have already healed things. Missed opportunities and fear of failure. This masculine energy could be afraid to lose something in terms of like their status. Like maybe they're afraid to be forgotten if they can't move towards you at this time. I think that's a mutual feeling, if that does exist for anyone here. If anyone's like afraid to be forgotten by the other person, that's part of the reason why like this reading should be helpful, because it should help you to remember why, you know, you're this person's addiction already. Because you like don't know what's over the horizon, and maybe like won't. Okay, what makes you attractive though? Like, I don't know. What makes you attractive is though, maybe you're like really direct, really focused on your goals. Like you put everything behind what you want, and maybe you're very careful about where you direct your energy because you know the quality of your energy. You're holding a lot of power here, and it feels like destructive power with like this dude holding the skull. And it doesn't have to be that you're literally hurting people, but whatever like ability to contemplate and think that you have is something that's attractive, even if it does occasionally come to the detriment of like the other person or your own internal world. Like sometimes you think so much that you think yourself into a ditch, maybe, about like how much to give, what you're giving, whether or not it's appreciated, whether or not it's being received. And that can be something that keeps you stuck. But at the same time, it feels like when positively aspected, it kind of makes those interactions a lot more beautiful, or you have a way of expressing gratitude for what you are receiving that really lands for the other person exactly the way that they need it to. There's a lot of respect for your mind coming from this person, even when that may occasionally like bump theirs a little bit, because some of these teeth are knocked out. So I don't know if you've like fought with this person, because the Archer relationship like between Archer and Lana, like it's complicated and on and off, and not without like its own weaknesses. So yeah. But you're still birds of a feather that flock together. Maybe because of like this masculine scariness that you have. Sith code. Money, power, glory. Lana Del Rey. And you're like a beautiful thing to be like kept, you know, like as a pet or something. Like I don't know if you like, I'm getting like parrot vibes, like mimicry. I don't know if you copy like this person's lingo or something, or like I think whatever appreciation you guys have for like how you like, you know, Walker literally comes up, so like I'm getting runway vibes, like how you move in your body. Like this is Mars active energy. This could be at the gym or whatever. But whatever, however you move, it's graceful, attractive, and makes this person understand they're belonging with you. Even if like this movement is like in behavior, how you apply your efforts, like how you invest your money, your like business savviness, technological savviness, the code lingo that you can speak in, any connection that you have with like nature, and how that may even help you to be more effective in your business or in whatever like project you're trying to like move forward. Like, because once again, you're holding a lot of power, and that's something that this person finds really desirable, because they like, once again, like the reflection of their own power. So it's like alpha meets alpha. And it's like hard to find that kind of a matchup. Okay, so I kind of want to skip to what do you mean to them, And we have the experimenter, number 23, affirmation, I'm strong and secure enough to experiment as I see fit. And the worrier, number 18, affirmation, I can handle whatever life brings to me. I was picking up on that anxiety. I think this person does worry about you, but it's like, if so, it's like the good kind of worry. And that reminds me of Pride and Prejudice, which I think I was meant to like label these readings. Yeah, it was. So this is this is Morticia Addams, like the Addams Family reading. The next one is going to be Atonement, like the movie, and then the part 3 is Pride and Prejudice. And I just like, I wrote this days ago, so I don't even know how much this still relates, but I did channel Addams Family. So I don't know if you're like the first goth girl someone's ever had or something, or like you just are darker than what's normal or common. I think that that's something that's exciting, like, to this person. Even if they don't always know how to handle all the intensity that like comes along with that. Like if you're like Edgar Allan Poe, sometimes they like may be scared by all the darkness that like is in your closet, right? Because like there was literal like a dead person there. So whatever like destructive quality you have, this person's aware of the significance of it, and they have to respect it kind of like out of their understanding of the significance of it. So they may occasionally worry like about being on the other end of whatever you have to bring in terms of wrath, but that's not like a major thing here. But because this is like kind of a more karmic card deck for me, I kind of do like to see this, because it's like this person is worried about doing you wrong. Like doing you wrong, they understand they should not or like do that. Like this person's naturally respecting what they think is the right thing to do by you without you necessarily having to like tell them or hound them to do that. Even if you do hound them in some way, this person could see you as someone who like yaps with the Queen of Swords, like you chat a lot, or like you're occasionally, I don't know exactly. There could be some drawbacks to some of these experiences. Like in this person's mind, they could think that you talk a lot, or like that you demand a lot from them, like vocally or communication wise. Like communication could suffer in this connection, or like could be predominated by one of you in the current energy, at least. Because I was picking up on evolution throughout this reading, so this could even just represent an earlier stage of a connection that already exists. The experimenter here. Can you see that? Can you see that? Oh, I just realized this doesn't look the way that I hoped it did. And the warrior. Good job. This is a situation where like both of you see the very real drawbacks to being with the other person. So this is a situation where like, you know, both of you are being pretty honest about dude, all of a sudden things are awry. It says orientation is locked. Rotate device back. But I didn't even do anything. What? Dude. I'm sorry, guys. It's being weird. The hoes are being super weird. That's not how I want it oriented, though. I don't want it to be straight up. Oh! Okay, whoa! The experimenter, didn't I say, like, there could be some gay shit happening here. There could definitely be some gay things happening. But, like, I didn't want it to be straight, and I just changed it, so whatever. What if I turn this light on? Would that look better? Does it look blurry to you guys? I don't know why I'm like tweaking out over this. It looks like it's blurry, and that's really bothering me. Oh my gosh. Whatever. I'm just gonna finish what I was doing. So, will they act on their desires towards you? We have the moon's moment, synchronicity. And we have ring around the moon, protection. So if you're waiting for communication, that seems like that's coming in when the time is right. I don't know if they know when that is. I don't know if you're going to know when that is. But it does feel like an inevitable interaction and exchange does occur. Because originally this came out in the reverse. And at some point, I turned it back up right. So that does happen when it's meant to. And you're maybe being protected from the things that you don't know about. If you are like in the dark and you know that you're in the dark, you're being sheltered, kind of like you're intentionally kind of kept off of the scene. And there's something, you know, of something to be grateful for in that, in the protection that's being afforded to you by either this person or through like divine intervention, because I could see that being at play. So just be open to that. If you are like continually prolonged from someone, they could be moving towards you in the timing that they are afforded, like whenever. And I said afforded, so finances could be something that need to be sorted out for this person on their own independently. Like they could be waiting for things to like, they could be waiting to pull certain things into their orbit, even if it's not like financially, like they could not be like struggling with money. It could just be they're waiting for an opportunity or some kind of career progression to be more suited to advance this connection to whatever next stage you might want to see it advance, or what, like to offer whatever gesture you want to receive. So just like sit still, look pretty, kind of, because you're on top of the world and boss bitching. Okay, that is pile 1, and I hope that you enjoyed it. So I'm gonna put these away and we're gonna get into pile 2, and I'm gonna actually check to see if it looks good. Okay, cool. Thanks, Sky, for letting me know. Thank you for being exactly what I was looking for in that moment when I was anxious. I think pile number 1, people can relate to that with their person. And Archer again. Huh. So I wonder if like this is someone like, you know, they're moving around in the world doing their own thing, and you're just like, oh my gosh, what are they doing? And if so, I understand you and I relate to you. But like, yeah, they're like doing their thing and you're just like, man, I miss them. Or like, and if I don't know if that's you or them, but take it how it resonates. I miss my bitch. Or like the Invincibles, I miss my wife. Alright, this is part 2. Rada. So, who misses you? We have the beginning. Queen of Wands in reverse. 3 of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Okay. This is someone you're not paying attention to right now. This is someone you're not paying attention to right now, but maybe understand your potential with. If you wanted to create something with this person, you could. If you wanted to collaborate with them, you could. Maybe you already know that they have some kind of passion towards you, like attraction. And you know that it could evolve into something more developed, but maybe you're not putting a lot of pressure onto that because you have other people around. Before, like in pile number 1, there weren't other people, but this is like the card where like you feel like the most eligible bachelorette or bachelor, or at least like commonly recognized as being attractive all on your own. So as far as like what's in the future for you, you're really open-minded about that right now, especially maybe if someone like was collaborating with you and then has left the picture. Okay, and why are they craving you? 5 of Swords in reverse, the Fool, the 4 of Pentacles, the Sun in reverse, and then we got a little bonus extra card, Chariot. This could be someone that you have family with. or just feel like family with. You could have spent a holiday with this person before. Because this is someone who's seeing you as a point of comfort that they want to like attach themselves to. Like they're like, okay, how do I explain this with words? This is you here, by the way. This is you. And they are craving you, but like you're not available to them for whatever reason. And there could be other people around you. And you could be also at a new point in your life. Like if they're at a new point in their life, it feels like you guys are like matched up in that way. You guys are about to like change something about your identities. You're both in zeros, like 0, 0, and then 0. So this is a situation that recognizes maybe the tenderness and need to protect the dynamic that's at play. This could be someone, if you're not already committed to them and they're just like interested in you and courting you or dating you, they could know that you have other people around and they could want to maintain their position in like relation to those other people. Like they know other people exist already, whether or not you've told them that or what. And they're like, I really hope how I see myself is where I'm going. Like I hope I'm not being silly and feeling so strongly about this opportunity, because this is the 3 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles, which is like the difference between those two is the Ace of Pentacles is like someone sees like an opportunity, maybe it's not there, you know, like normally Ace of Pentacles would be like someone holding it, but like it's not there. It's just like I feel the potential of that. I'm working on like overcoming my anxieties about my need to like leave that behind, maybe even. Because like it's coming out in the reverse where like someone's like, okay, well, like forget the pain, I'm still gonna invest in it. This is someone who still wants to invest even though they haven't gotten the thing yet. That would make them feel most comfortable investing, because this is someone who occasionally may have anxieties or like think about walking away. Because maybe they don't have security in the way that they want. This is like fixed fire, Leo energy. So like this person's identity like doesn't feel strong. Well, not that it isn't strong, it's just that they're maybe lacking confidence right now about like what makes them significant. I'm hearing a song, Eleanor by the Turtles. Eleanor G, I think you're swell, and you really suit me well. You're my pride and joy, etc. Eleanor, can I take the time to ask you to speak your mind? Tell me that you love me better. Yeah, like better than someone else or something. Like I someone here could have hoes. Like I really feel like that. And then someone's like, dude, I really want to like be the top hoe or something. Like and they're like, I really have to do whatever, I have to climb whatever heights. Like I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I don't know why I'm laughing at this energy. I don't want to. But like, yeah. Yeah. And it's interesting, this is actually the mellow blend. So despite all of this person's ambitions, I don't know that you or like the other person would know how passionately they actually are. This is someone who's coming off mellow. Okay, is there anything else I'm going to say about this? I do feel like for some of you, you could be dealing with people who have like insecure personality types. So beware of that, because it could be like a trigger to you my cat, like my black cat, is like showing up. She just came in my lap, and she's protective of me and my energy. And recently, there's been like third parties like revealed to me and a romantic connection of significance in my life, and she's been clingier because I've been like observed. Like there's a need for me to be protective of my energy because of my understanding of the bigger picture that I'm involved with in my like courting of this person. So, yeah, protect yourself however you need to, maybe even especially in like exchanges of intimacy, because it's like this energy of like, what's that song? You say I'm crazy, 'cause you don't think I know what you've done. But when you call me baby, I know I'm not the only one. Yeah. So like type shit, you know? Just keep that in mind. Like you're both in very like individual and potential based energies in your life. Gaining confidence, like gaining status in the world. And you're like inclined to take actions that boost your status. And that's like selfish action. But you know, also self-importance is key, because if you have goals, like maybe even in career, you're wanting to strive for those. Even if that takes you like above regular world and you're Top Gun. Even if you're not, like, it just feels extreme. Like this could definitely be like an extremer kind of situation, like a relationship, or like you're just dealing with two very strong personalities, and like you neither of you, like both of you, respect each other's strength of individuality so much that you don't even like really want to impede on it, which could even prevent you from taking all the actions that you would want to take towards each other, because you respect each other so much that you don't even want to like come out of your position of just like observing the other person as they are. Because like this is almost giving me like you're in the background watching someone else do what they do, and you're like, wow, I really, you know, have a lot of appreciation for this. And I may be like sitting here idly, like collecting like moss is growing on me, and I haven't moved and haven't been like played with. Like if this is like I hate to say it this way, but like let's say this is like one masculine energy. Let's just say this is like an example. Like it doesn't have to be a situation. Let's say this is like one masculine energy and they have like three main, like, you know, they're courting, you know, they're feeling like free or loose or whatever. And they have like three main people. Like you're the one that like is valued the most but touched less. Like, does that make sense? And there's maybe like a feeling of uncomfortableness with that occasionally. Because I was picking up on like, I feel the potential, I feel like my rank, even if it is unofficial. But like, when am I gonna have the thing that makes me feel like I'm solid in my position? I really want the thing that makes me relax. But that's where like the insecure personality type comes in, because like I think every person wants that position. So the lesser secure people will struggle to like bide their time because they don't have anything outside of this. Yeah. So like if you're like in any way like knowing that you're kind of competing, whether officially or unofficially, with other people in like the eyes of whoever is craving you, you could be distinguished because of the fact that you have your own thing. She's got her own thing. That's why I love her. Miss Independent, won't you come and spend a little time? Okay, so what about you is so desirable? We have the Sentinel, determination, and or I almost want to say creativity. But it says certainty instead. The King, control, reversal of fortune. The Vengeance in reverse, overcoming slights in a choice. I heard you done got you a dime piece, man. One of the Beyonce looking good types, man. We have the Botanist, parenthood, and legacy. She's a bad thing. My hip. He's fun. Oh my god. It's my baby. Caroline, you look fine. Mighty fine. Yeah, like, if this is a king, you are the queen. Like, this is the queen of wands here. And they're like, yeah, I want to start my legacy. Like, I want to build my kingdom with this person because this person reflects my greatness. And that's why they crave you the most, I think, because they know who they'll become with you. And that, like, legacy is literally here. I forgot that it was literally here, but it literally is. And this is the Chariot, which is Cancer, like the home. This could be the man of your house, if you have a man of your house. And if not, like, this is someone who desires to play like a masculine role. They want to be someone you trust, like Sentinel and the King as first card. They're like, I want to be that strong thing that you trust, that you rely on. Even if they're feminine, they want to be like the most beautiful, the most like identity supporting to the king. Like and like, you know, like in royalty, like your spouse is kind of like you're kind of your credentials a little bit. It's like, yeah, this is my match. Like, this is who I've decided is my equal and represents me well. So if you are married to this person, it doesn't really feel like a burden because they genuinely enjoy having you around. Like, it's cooperative. Even if, like, you know, you're not always involved in what they're doing, you still are on the outside of it and enjoying that too. Like, you know, that's something that's attractive here. Like, when you're capable of just, like, being around and, like, minding your business or something. Or, like, this gives me, like, parallel play vibes. So, like, when they are playing the game, like, you have your own game to play. Or you're capable of playing the game, like, you play the same game. Or, like, the same, like, I just got, like, like, the same anime. Like, Vengeance is so Sasuke to me. I'm more of, like, a Naruto type. I think that's why that came out, like, in the reverse, where it's like, we're not the same, but I appreciate you as an equal. Like, our strength or our power source may not even be the same, but you're, like, a worthy opponent, or, like, you know, like, you're someone I even, like, it's worth allying with because your strength complements my strength. Where I am weak, you are strong. And in that way, we can create long-term, like, lasting connections, like, grow beautiful things that, like, last a long time and get us, like, to high places. And we do this, like, as a team, because this is who you are to each other, like, what you mean to them, and automatically, like, couples partnerships. The reputable, number 34. I live my life as if my guardian angels are watching over me. So you could be a very blessed person. This person could see you as very blessed. Maybe in your own family, like where you come from. My last name is HYDE. Like I said, I have royal bloodline, so that reflects in the way that I've been bred. So something about your breeding here could be really attractive to this person. The Lovers, number 7, affirmation: I attract love, abundance, success, happiness, and fulfillment. So yeah, this is someone who sees you as maybe someone they want to breed. Because it would be like valuable to do so and successful for them over the long term. Like, to attach themselves to you. Like, if this is that more insecure type of person, they could see you as someone to attach themselves to in order to maintain a position of control. So be aware of that energy as it resonates. Because then, like, the anchor is now upright and that sinks. So we have, are they gonna like act on their desires? Moonshining. Stay in integrity. That reminds me of myself. We have howl at the moon. Process your feelings. Guys, my alarm just went off. I don't know. Something about this. I wonder if you guys have similar like demons. And like, if not similar, then like reflecting demons. Like opposite demons. And that could be a challenge in this connection, is like, how committed am I? Because the Sentinel did come out in the reverse. Determination and certainty. So something about this dynamic, this matchup, could make you question your previous beliefs, or just invite you to like look at your morals and your values in some kind of way. To like, because once again, like, both of these people, like in this energy, are in the beginning of creating identities in the world. One person's like at the beginning, the other one's the fool. So one of you could be like in one stage of life further ahead than the other one, or something like that. There could be an age difference, it's possible, but it doesn't have to be. Either way, you're gonna like know this person because you'll know that you both have like great potential to be like amazing. In like a masculine way, like in a strong leader of people kind of way. You would have already like been demonstrating that ability. You would already like have individual or separate followings. You would already have like sway or influence in your individual communities. And so to come together is to like create an alliance that's strong. Unless this is that like matchup of insecurity, and in that case you might want to cleanse with moonshining, stay in integrity, like keep the impure things away. Like, and that's what I was getting with that. Like, some people are deciding that they want to walk away from things, whether that's this connection or other connections that are like, you know, I mentioned those other 3 like people, right? Like that person, that this could be the masculine energy who's in this beginning stage, because this is how they were coming out, like leaving behind the variables, or like whoever else was around, to prioritize forming whatever this potential energy is into an actual opportunity. But then they may return to continue to forge themselves. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here in this energy. So if it feels confusing, like book a personal or something, because I'm picking up on a lot of different timelines that could be like popping up here. Okay. Was that everything? I think it is. So cool, that's pile number 2. And now we're gonna do pile number 3. And then I'm gonna get something to eat. Cause I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Excuse me, cat. I have to kind of rotate myself a little bit here. Alright. This is the Zen pile. Zen Sin. Boom! Wasn't I talking about the Ace of Pentacles this whole time? And now my cat just jumped off my lap for the first time since she jumped on. Interesting. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Boom! Dude, this is literally the receiving of a thing. So people who chose pile number 3 are getting things. Whatever they wanted is happening, even if it's not happening right now because it's still in the reverse position. So it's still like, you know, you might have to do the scuba dive to get it. But Judgment is to say that like the final decision could be being made soon. Final actions could be taken soon. Court cases like kind of closing vibe. Like people have, you know, settled. Like bottom of the ocean ship. So if you wanted to like rediscover something, opportunities to do that could be coming in. Like the Zen is a way to release the cigarette. So evolution, maybe even in your romantic relationships, could be related to this. Like if you were rejecting a certain kind of person before and you're like, okay, no more of that, I want something new, then this is coming in and it's bringing in like really happy feelings. Okay, then we have the Queen of Cups. 2 different queens here. Doesn't have to be 2 different people, but it could be 2 different aspects of the self. Page of Swords in reverse. 10 of Swords in reverse. The World in reverse. So this is like a situation where you've had long-term cycles with this person. You've like been attached to them for maybe some time and there's unfinished business there. Like the situation has not fully culminated, but it has come out of like its most difficult stage. Like the hardest part is over. Now we have to like think about what we're gonna do with the opportunities that we're finding on the other end of whatever that was. So I think that if there was other people involved, when the person who's selected as like, I don't know who, what? Whatever. if there, because I kind of feel like for some of you guys, this is like, when the decision is made, we're picking the better, the masculine energy is going to pick a better choice. They're going to have been in the energy and they're going to be like, okay, I want to be in a new energy. And they're going to choose that energy to invest in. It feels like the person who matches the element that they're in. So Ace of Pentacles could be going to this Queen of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be though. It could be going to this Queen of Cups, regardless of who you are. When the other one like figures out that they don't get the thing that they think that they're getting, or hold on, man, because there can even be 2 people getting 2 different things. Okay. So like on one hand, like this Queen of Pentacles, regardless of whether or not this hand is coming, because like a decision needs to be made about who this Pentacle is going to, right? So let's just leave that over here for now. Regardless of that, this Queen of Pentacles has a pentacle. Like she has something already. There's a little bunny here and she's in the forest and she already has a pentacle. So like she already has that shit. This Queen of Cups is like in the middle of the ocean and she's on her shit. Like she's already surrounded by some of this like treasure shit and she's minding her business, mostly isolated. whoever this, like, whenever this drops, like, because it hasn't dropped yet, but whenever this other foot, like, drops, there could be some kind of social repercussion that comes along with that. I'm just picking up on, like, people feeling like they died. Like they were left for dead, or like whatever. So someone who's craving you is maybe someone who you feel like you got left behind. Like this person who's craving you may have always, or also made you feel like you were left behind. Or you, Jesus, this is a complicated energy to look at. What am I seeing here? Bear with me, guys, if I have to like take some time to like pause. Normally it just all flows out, but this situation is a little confusing. Especially if like you're not aware of anyone else who was involved. Because in this past, like in the first pile, there was a person who was by themselves. Third pile was someone who knew that there were other people involved. Or second pile was that way. This pile, like, mentions other people, but one person may not have ever been aware of another person. So, like, and if that's the case, that could be the person who is receiving the thing. Because they were always isolated. Like, they are allowed to remain, like, yeah, like, this is someone who's, like, submerged in the elements of their own life. So I think that they have an awareness of this person above them. Perhaps if they're like psychically inclined or spiritually inclined in any kind of way, this person knows that this is something that's looming above their head. So they can feel this, and they like are maybe resting in some like level of security in the fact that they're the golden girl. Like they know they're the golden girl already. Even if they're not the one that's in front of this person or this opportunity. In some kind of way. And that could bother this other person or this other opportunity because they seem to like be subtly attacking this other person who doesn't know that they exist. So if you are a person in a romantic relationship who's been picking up on spiritual warfare and not knowing where that's coming from, it's coming from someone who is resentful of your position and also can't really reach you. Maybe wants your position, feels like they deserve it more than you. Shit. But they're like very separate people. It feels like. Whatever. Okay, so I'm assuming that you're the one who's being chosen at the end of this. Like, you're the one who got picked over someone else or some other people or some other thing. And this is what makes you desirable. So we have the cartographer, a crossroads, exploration in reverse. The herald, small regrets and longing. Here's the rabbit again, on top of the rabbit here. 2 bunnies. Small regrets and longing. So this feels like the one who didn't get picked. We have the painter, productivity in reverse and creation. And the aspirant, ambition, diligence, and setbacks. So I want to focus on the bigger picture here because that kind of feels like what's most important to what makes you desirable. You represent the bigger picture. So this person is choosing you because you're the one who they want the key to unlock the door with. Like you could be the one they want to live with, or you're the one they want to like have the world with. Not just an opportunity, but all of the opportunities. Like, you're the person who reflects this person's ambitions. You're the person who is capable of overcoming the setbacks. Because I feel like in an earlier stage, this person lacked direction. Like, they didn't know who to give to. Like, that's why this crossroads exists. Like, this person's at the corner and they're like, I don't know. So, like, if you were the one who was like, okay, well, while you figure that out, I can be okay because I already have gold on my own, whether or not you've discovered that. Because that feels like part of the mess of the situation is that this person, being an earth element person, has to like learn how to navigate an element that's not suited towards them, but like draws them in. Like, they want to find about that, but they're not necessarily acclimated to what they don't necessarily know the path. So as they're initially like unresolved and unsure, they continue to probably like invest effort in multiple places. I can see this person having like juggled options. But ultimately, in like comparison, it seems that they understand which situation is the most productive, even if not immediately and more so in the long term. So, geez. And this person could have like, you know, if you liked pot number, like if you felt called to pot number 2, then this feels like the insecure personality type. This Queen of Pentacles bunny person is the one who's like sending shots or something. Okay. And then a whole bunch of monology came out for are they gonna act on their desires like way more than any other pile? So I'm kind of like nervous to even get into this, but whatever. We have the Dark Moon, the past. Moonlight, Enchanted in reverse. Moon Mastery, Law of Attraction in reverse. Meant to Be in reverse. Moon Called, Face Your Fears in reverse. Cold Moon, and Moon Set Releasing, also in reverse. Everything here is in the reverse except for Dark Moon, the past, which is so ominous. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles is coming down to the Queen of Cups because that's meant to be. And whatever shadow work had to be like resolved between these two people has been overcome, or is being overcome right now, in order to help this person understand true north. In order to do that, they have to like accept a lot about what like they have done wrong. They being the person who's offering the opportunity, because, and I'm saying wrong, but I don't know that it's really wrong. Like, I'm not trying to judge this person. I'm just saying that like this person has natural consequences to their actions now that they have been involved in multiple places. So they have to figure that out, and that feels like something they have to do like publicly, or like I don't know, like there's just a mess here, because the Painter is like a more messy emotional card. So like this person who's offering this opportunity to one of these two like feminine energies understands that to make any choice is to leave a mess somewhere else. Like, there's no avoiding that. So if there is a delay in decision making, I think a lot of that is because of like not wanting to make a choice that they don't want to stand by. So there's just indecision coming through from that person for a time until they finally release their need to please or be perfect or seen as perfect in the pursuit of what they want out of life. This person has to like gain the confidence to go after what they want, even when that's hard and at the bottom of the ocean. Oceans being like large bodies of water representing like spiritual, like awakenings, like shadow work, defying social expectation. Because one of these people is like maybe more difficult to be with. She's in the middle of the ocean, you know? The other one is like right there in front of your face. So it's like, which one, like one of them is better, but one of them is easier. So like that's the choice that this like masculine energy has to make in this energy. ultimately, it seems like they picked the thing that they're supposed to. Okay, so who you are to this person. We have the Sovereign, number 43. Affirmation: I am my authentic self and no one has dominion over me. That's my dog's name. The Uniter, number 19. Affirmation: I know that love has come to unite me with my beloved. And the Judge in reverse, number 8. Affirmation: I am relentless in my pursuit of honesty and justice. So yeah, like the relentlessness needs to come from the other masculine energy. That's why it was in the reverse. Like this person needs to kind of pursue you as like the queen that you are, and do that optimistically. I mean, honestly, I think if you're in an optimistic energy, if you're feeling good about it, then like there's no need to be anxious about the fact that there is someone else involved. Because I don't know that like they're a true threat to your position as the Sovereign here. And authentic self is key because this person is attracted to authenticity. Like part of what makes you, like all this blue here. Because like, yeah, this Ace of Pentacles is like in the Pentacles element, right? But it has a shit ton of blue on it. This Queen of Pentacles is technically in the same element, but it's like all green. My eyes are green. And a hater. She's a fucking hater too. Because I eat a lot of vegetables. So that's why she's like directing all that energy towards this person. Because I think she recognizes that she's connected with someone who like she should be able to have easy. But for some reason it's not as easy as she hoped. Because this person is direct, like attention is still like drawn towards the other blue thing. Like it wants to be with the blue. Okay. That's all I have for you guys, man. I hope that helped you guys and that you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.